The book is comprised of 34 poems which chronicle my grandfather's life. It starts with his childhood, all the way through his adolescence, his love interest when he was in high school, all the way up to how he met some of the wives and they're falling out because of the communist takeover. The Land Baron's Son, the idea came to me, basically it wrote itself. I mean, the idea of a man who has 7 wives and 27 children, there's plenty of material there. The hard thing about it was getting stories about each wife and their fate after the fall of Saigon. My grandfather's fate, I knew through letters that were sent to us in America about starvation and beatings. I wanted to portray this man who had everything. You know, he had 7 houses, 7 wives, 27 children, a lot of land that he inherited from his father, and how destitute he became after the fall of Saigon. And I hope I portrayed all that in the book. View from the veranda, an elegy for Chan. Saigon fell last week on a day too gray for April. Columns of black smoke pyre and spiral upward, informing heaven of our failure in keeping the kingdom intact. Saigon is still falling under the bludgeoning weight of fire, and mortar rounds divot the city's surface slow to scab and heal itself right again. The Viet Cong have begun the collection process, going door to door to bind and parade prisoners through the streets before loading them into personnel carriers to be interrogated someplace else. Today, as with yesterday and the days before, Chan, my Chinese servant and driver of 40 years, stands beside me on the veranda, a white cloth draped over one poised arm, a decanter of sake in the other, as we watch the abortion before us, watch the Viet Cong erase the Caesarean line between North and South. And my daughter, Vu An, and her husband and son, safe within the womb of American democracy, comes to mind. I offer Chan the opportunity to leave with them, to allow cataracts to milk over till blind in a country that surrendered on a piece of paper and made sure to drown their helicopters in the Gulf before leaving. But he refused, saying, "This is my home." I continue to stare out over Saigon while my 7 wives and our remaining 20 children are still asleep in sheets they will learn to launder for themselves. And I am pleased they are not awake to see this. But how they can sleep through the screams that siren the city, or even worse, those same screams ceasing suddenly, escapes me. The bottom part of the sky grows dense and dark, like hell has lashed onto heaven's hem. Sometime tomorrow, Chan will rise before sunup, dressed in his white Nehru jacket buttoned to the collar, his white slacks creased thin as documents. He will make sure his loafers have a sheen that absorbs sunlight before making the drive into the city and park the Citroen outside Ben Tan Market. Enter and select from buckets of freshly cut carnations, a color per wife. Pick through the pyramidal displays of pears and apples and mangoes, purple dragon fruits with gnarled pointed scales, bunches of longans and lychees, then make his way to the beds of shaved ice to choose salt-preserved mackerels, catfish, and tuna, some as big as small children. As with the past 40 years, he will bypass the young female vendors who plead too much, whose fish are not as uniformly displayed on ice loosely packed, and buy from the old woman that has always been honest, even admitting her catches were not from that morning. Chan will secure a bottle of sake. He will inventory his basket, discover he has forgotten the incense sticks from my dead ancestors, purchase plenty for the week, and then walk past the female vendors who squint and even turn away when he steps outside into the white light.